Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I want to do with you question 1 of paper 2. This is an evaluative piece of writing. It can be in the form of a letter, speech, or article. In this particular question today, it will be in the form of a letter. I've done a video on this before, and it was in the form of a speech. If you would like to watch that particular video, you can click up here. I will put a link up here. I will also put the link in the description box below if you want to watch it later. Now, this is the particular year that I want to do with you, May, June 2020, paper 2, variant 1. Please look for this paper on the internet and we will get started. So welcome to my channel, English Step by Step. My name is Miss Wee, and today we will be doing this process in 7 steps. The first step is to read the blurbs of both the texts, and we're going to do that now. If you haven't found the paper from the internet, you can pause the video and read it here. So text A is why space tourism matters. And this part here is called the blurb. You can see that it has been italicized. The article below outlines some of the benefits of space tourism. We will only read this part, and now I will move on to text B. Text B, why on earth would I be a space tourist? So the blurb is, the passage below is an article arguing against space tourism. So you will see that very often you will have one text in favor of the topic and then another text that is against the topic, but it is not always so. Now that we have done step 1, we are going to do step 2, which is to read the question and highlight or underline the keywords. Now pay attention to the genre in the instructions. So it could be a letter, speech, or article. Here we have the question. Let me read it to you. I have already highlighted the keywords. Imagine you have a rich relative who is considering whether or not to reserve a seat on one of the first tourist space flights, and they have asked you for your views. So you have to write a letter to your relative. Please don't say, dear relative. Decide who your relative is. Is it an aunt, an uncle, a cousin? In your letter, you should evaluate. This is a very important word. Evaluate the ideas and opinions in both texts. So don't just focus on one. And then you have to give your own views based on what you have read, and your own views should answer this question, whether or not they should reserve a seat on one of the first tourist space flights. Now let's go on to step 3, which is to read the text and underline the key points. So you have to find as many as you can. Now, as I said before, often, but not always, the two texts present different points of view. And for balance, make sure you have underlined points from both sides of the argument and also from both texts. Now, I have done them here already. So this article is in favor of space tourism, and I have highlighted some of the points. So here, the technology will reduce flight times between cities. It will inspire a new generation of engineers. Eventually, the cost of reaching space will go down and it will become economically viable to a lot more people. And space travel will provide a new view of our planet, and it may influence our decisions on pollution or climate change. So there will be a positive environmental impact. Moving on to text B. Now, this text is against space tourism. So the first point is that it's hard to justify the cost, not just financially, but also environmentally. And we should see our own world first before we venture beyond. And we should focus on relieving poverty and the effects of conflict rather than spending our money on space. So there is a point here that overlaps with the point in text A, which says that travelers will get an awe-inspiring sight. But in this passage, the writer is not sure how the space tourism is going to help with protecting the atmosphere. I will be combining this with text A later. Step 4, group similar points together and then choose 2 groups that are in favor of the topic and 2 groups that are against the topic. We're going to make a table later. So I have combined these 4 points. My lines are not very tidy, sorry about that. So these are about technology affecting cost. And then I will be combining these 2, which is about the environment. And in text B, I'm going to combine this and this. So the money is better spent on other issues. And I'm going to use this one on its own. And I'm going to combine this with the point from text A. Moving on to step 5, we are going to draw and fill in a table. So let me show you what it looks like. So this is my table. You should have 3 columns. The first column, you would put in ideas, opinions, attitudes, etc. from the text, both of them. And then here you would evaluate. Now, evaluation means to say if you agree or disagree. Do you think it is good or bad? And give reasons why. And then you have to give your views. And this part here, you have to answer the question. The question in this particular exam is, should your relative reserve a seat on a tourist space flight? So let me show you how I've done the first point or the first group of points. Space travel will advance the scientific field and bring numerous benefits to Earth. So I've generalized the points. So this is my evaluation. Already we can see planes and cars using technology that has been developed for space exploration. Indeed, space technology will eventually translate into technology used on Earth. However, safety issues are likely to persist for a while. So I do acknowledge that this is true, but there are problems. So my view is it is better to wait till safety issues have been ironed out. Moving on to the next point. This is the point that has been found from both texts. Space travelers will get an amazing view of our beautiful planet and be inspired to protect it. So this is more from text A. My evaluation is that educating people about the importance of conservation is more effective through direct, close-up encounters with nature rather than looking at Earth from space. So my view is you may enjoy. So the you refers to my aunt. I'm going to write to my aunt. You may enjoy wildlife safaris and forest hikes more than you do a space trip. So I'm not in favor of her going to space. Now from text B, there are so many spectacular places to visit on Earth. So my evaluation is we should learn to appreciate Earth first. Only then can we truly appreciate space. Why rush? The cost of space travel will decrease over time, making it more prudent to wait. If you noticed, I have also included something from text A here. So you can combine points from text A and B, and you can also use them partially in your evaluation. Be sure that you have your own evaluation though. Don't just use points from the text. So what I've done is I've agreed with this point, but what I've also said that it's not wrong to go to space, it's just not the right time. So my view, you haven't seen the pyramids of Egypt or the Great Wall of China yet. How about visiting those places first? Now we have the last point, which is from text B. Space travel is extremely costly, and the funds could be better allocated to more urgent matters, such as eradicating poverty. So my evaluation is advancement of technology is great, but it is inequitable. We need to strike a balance. So what I've done is I have agreed, and I've also added my own thoughts. So I'm not saying that we shouldn't explore space at all, but what I'm saying is that we should strike a balance. So if you can see, when I agree, I don't agree completely. I always make sure that I have my own analysis, my own input, my own contribution, and that's where I would get marks for evaluation. So my views, I am sure you would prefer to see your money going towards more worthy causes. So you can see that with some of the points here, I have already started to create a voice. I will talk more about that on another slide. So now we are going to do step 6, which is to write 6 paragraphs. So we will start with introduction. We have 4 evaluative paragraphs, and then we have conclusion, and we have to write in the form of a letter. Before we start writing the letter, I want to talk to you about voice. Now, to create this voice, we need to have 3 things. First, we need to know the purpose. Why are we writing this letter? So in this particular exam question, it is to persuade your relative to reserve a seat on the space flight or not to do so. Now, the audience here is your relative, so you have to be informal. Lastly, we have tone. And in this letter, I am going to be very supportive of my aunt. So this is the letter that I have written. Dear aunt, it was so nice to hear from you and your plans to go on a space flight. Well, since you asked for my opinion, here they are. I believe space ventures will advance the scientific field and bring numerous benefits to Earth. Already, we can see planes and cars using technology that has been developed for space exploration. Indeed, space technology will eventually translate into technology used on Earth. However, safety issues are likely to persist for a while. As such, I think it is better to wait till safety issues have been ironed out. I don't want my beloved aunt to be a guinea pig. I know that space travelers will get an amazing view of our beautiful planet and will perhaps be inspired to protect it. But I also think that it is more effective to educate people about the importance of conservation through direct, close-up encounters with nature. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you may enjoy wildlife safaris and forest hikes more than you do a space trip. And this brings me to the next point. There are so many spectacular places to visit on Earth. I think that learning to appreciate Earth will help us truly appreciate space. So, why rush? The cost of space travel will decrease over time. Sorry, this should not be in here. Making it more prudent to wait. You haven't seen the pyramids of Egypt or the Great Wall of China yet. How about visiting those places first? I would love to go on a trip with you. Let's not forget that space travel is extremely costly, and the funds could be better allocated to more urgent matters, such as eradicating poverty. Technological progress is commendable, but its benefits are often unevenly distributed. That's not to say we shouldn't explore space, but we must strike the right balance. Knowing you, I'm sure you would prefer to see your money going towards more worthy causes. Regardless of your choice, I'll be here to support you. Please let me know what you decide. Can't wait to hear from you. With lots of love from Sarah. So I want you to note that I have used some advanced vocabulary, which is important if you want to get an A. So words such as eradicating, commendable, prudent, and also different sentence structures. So I have questions, I have exclamatory sentences. I have one here with a dash. I have fragments as well. So try to have a variety of types of sentences and vocabulary. So let me break this down for you. This is a letter format. You start with salutation. So dear whoever you're writing to, and don't forget the comma here. And don't forget the closing as well. So this is an informal letter, so I want to be very personal. And don't forget to write your name. Yes, since it's an informal letter, I am making it very personal and informal. So the parts in red, you can see that they are very personal. Okay, you can pause to read if you need to. And here I want to show you how I've used a ripe forest technique. I don't know whether you've heard of this before. If not, I'm going to put a link to my video explaining what it is. Please click here to watch it, or I will also put a link in the description below so you can watch it later if you want. So this is a persuasive technique that includes all these things and more. So here you can see that I've used a fact to support my argument. Here I have exaggeration and humor. I've given opinions, of course. Imperative. I've used pronouns. I have rhetorical questions, anecdote, and emotive language. So I have done all 6 steps. Your final step, of course, is to check your work. Make sure that you don't have any spelling errors, any punctuation errors. I will be making videos on those aspects of language, so make sure that you subscribe and get notified. These are the videos I have made so far. There are more, so if you're interested, please go and check them out. I will be putting the links of all my videos in the description box below, and I will be making future videos on these. So please like and subscribe so you don't miss any lessons. If you have any questions, please leave a comment in the comment section below, and for tutoring, you can write to me here. Thank you.